Can the Montreal Canadiens take a 2-1 lead at home, the Bell Center? It's going to be rocking today. Guys, welcome to PuckTime. Carmine Bianco in the co-hosting chair with me is none other than the Prez. We're going to talk about tonight's game because Andrew and Buster are actually at the game.
I thought they went now, Saturday.
No, they are at tonight's game 3, which is game 1 in Montreal. Of course, they're there and they're ready to have a good time. I was hoping to get some live footage from them, but we couldn't. I think a late arrival at the airport, Prez. But hey, man, for those of you that don't know, a delayed happy birthday to the Prez.
Move on. Let's go. Screw the damn birthday, man. All I'm doing is getting old.
Well, if you listen, if you wish, when you blew up those candles, if you wish for a 3-0 lead for the Vegas Golden Knights, you got it. Unbelievable. 3-0 at the end of the first period for Colorado in Vegas. And then the Knights just took over. Started with an early Stone goal in the second period, and they just grinded away. Mitch Marner, 1 game away from a Stanley Cup appearance. I got to get your thoughts on that series.
Yeah, listen, very, very surprised. I thought Colorado would win. I told everybody. I took them in a parlay with Carolina, and I'm very surprised. With that said, it just shows you how important goaltending is more than anything else, especially at this time of year. You got Carter Hart in Vegas, and every single team in the league could have had Carter Hart. That guy had his career 3 years stolen from him by the NHL. It's disgusting, but that's a different conversation. And now he's pretty much standing on his head. I mean, he made some unbelievable saves. It should have been 5-0 going into the second for Colorado. Hats off to this Vegas team. They're playing incredible lights out hockey right now. But I'll tell you something, Carm. You know, at plus 800, if any team could come back from down 3-0, I'm not ready to give up on this Colorado team quite yet. Do I think they're going to win the series? No. But, you know, win tomorrow, get it back to Colorado. Now it's 3-2. Vegas sphincter gets tight. You know?
No, listen.
Plus 800.
It is tough. I think it's only been completed 4 times in the history of the NHL, a team battling back from 3 games to 0. It is going to be obviously it is
very hard.
It's going to be very hard for them to do. It's like the 1 game at a time mentality. I just don't think that Vegas can play 4 bad games in a row to close up the series.
Do they have to, or does Colorado just have to play 4 really good games in a row?
I think Colorado played a good game yesterday. I think in one of the 2 home games, they played a good game. It wasn't enough. I think the Vegas Golden Knights have just picked up speed, and they're peaking at the right time. You know, I made light of the whole Tortorella last 8 games, very easy schedule, easy first round or a second round opponent, first round Kings, and then they got Utah. But they got the supposed best of the best here, the President's Trophy winner. So maybe that jinx still lies there. And they're up 3-0 in the series. They're getting goaltending. It is, you can say the Makar thing, Prez, you know, a lot is made of obviously Makar not being in the lineup. Sure, you want your best player in the lineup, but he hasn't been the same all playoffs long. And yesterday, when he had the puck with the puck on the point, he wasn't taking shots. So even the guy on TV said, which makes sense. He's not a threat from the point if he's not going to shoot because his shoulder hurts.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, at that point, you might as well just put out another forward. But look, hats off to Torts, man. You know, I'm a huge fan of his. This might be done twice now. Look, he beat Tampa Bay with Columbus, swept them, and Tampa Bay came off a historic season at the time, and now he's doing it again. But I'll tell you, the teams that must be the most happy with Vegas kicking ass right now is Montreal and Carolina, because I gotta believe they have to think Vegas might be an easier out than Colorado.
Yeah, they could. They might be in for a surprise. I just
Yeah, I
think
agree. I'm
a
cheering for
team,
Vegas right now,
yeah,
bro.
a team just puts it together, and the fact that Mark Stone is back for
Yeah,
or came back for Game 3 as well too. I think Stone returning to Vegas and a less than 100% Makar returning to Carolina. To the Avalanche. It was advantage Vegas
yeah.
in that one. I don't think uh, we might not even see Makar in Game 4 at this point. So we shall see. He made it back for Game 3. I thought he would be back for Game 2. I was proven wrong, and I will admit it. But with that said, there is a game tonight we need to discuss. And so there you go. You look at the price, 141 on Carolina, plus 117 on Montreal. Even though they've been in both games, they could be up 2-0 in this series. They're not. Total 131 to the over, 108 to the under. Where are you going with this one, Prez?
You know, Carm, honestly, I'm looking at the under here. Abid Sharif is one of our listeners. He's in the chat room right now. He likes the under tonight as well. And, you know, I got to tell you, Carm, this is a straightforward handicap. Carolina does not allow teams to score goals on them. Now, I understand Game 1 got away from them, and Montreal was able to put up 6. That is a total aberration. They've played 10 games in the playoffs this year. Only one time has a team scored more than 2 goals. Only one time a team has scored more than 2 goals. And that was Game 1 when they were rusty against this extremely fast Montreal Canadiens team. They have shut both their opponents out in the first and second round once. They've held both their opponents to 1 goal in the first and second round once. And they held Montreal to 12 shots. And what was most impressive about keeping Montreal to 12 shots is that they really held Montreal to the outside all game long. They took the middle away from Montreal, and that's sort of where Montreal does a lot of their work. They kept everybody outside, and they just bottled up that neutral zone. Montreal was not able to come into the offensive zone with any type of speed that they had in Game 1. I look at this and I think to myself, Carolina doesn't want to play a 4-3 game. They want to win a 3-2, 2-1 game. Montreal is not a team that can score a ton any given night, and they lack firepower on their power play. I look at this game and I think, man, 2-2, 3-2 max, 3-1. I know it's 5.5, and I don't normally bet under 5.5s, but I'm going to stick with the trend of Carolina shutting teams out.
Okay. Listen, I get it. I'm going to go a little different on this one, Prez, and hear me out on this one. Obviously, the Canes played a terrible game, Game 1. But their XG, you know, when I look at
they still outshot Montreal. They still kept Montreal to 21 shots.
No, and there were half a goal less in the XG department. Montreal, obviously, took advantage of things. They completely flipped the script, even though they only won 3-2. And you know, and you look at it, and I'm not going to make excuses for why Carolina didn't win by a bigger margin than in OT. But you know, the Montreal goals came on a deflection and about a 6-person Australian huddle or Australian football's huddle and Josh Anderson gets a goal by jamming the puck in. I think this is one of the ones where Carolina has gotten better as this series progressed, and you can call it one game, you can call it the second and third periods. That first period against Montreal did them in.
The first 5 minutes.
Through it. Yeah, draw a line through it. They're getting better in this series, and all they've heard is you guys can't win. You can't win in the Eastern Conference Finals. The reason I like the over in this game is because I think that Carolina is going to hang a number on Montreal. I think it's one of those 5-2 type games.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a blowout, but this is one of those ones where if they come out and have a very good first period, not like Colorado's, but close to Colorado's, if they have get a couple of goals in the first, they are not going to give that lead up. They're just going to build on it and win the game. This is no disrespect to the Montreal Canadiens, but I think that this series with that overtime winner flipped the script, and Carolina has to be the player. And I think that's kind of reflected in the series price, Prez. And I want you to have a look at this. So here's the series price right now. The series is tied 1-1. Montreal has home ice advantage now, but Carolina is a 2-1 favorite to win this series.
Yeah, listen, I don't really like that bet, Carm. Do I think Carolina wins the series? Yes, I do, but I would rather bet them at -147 tonight over -205 to win the series. I think tonight is a very big game. Not that they can't lose tonight and win the series. I think they can either way. But I just don't like the value there. I think 205 is a bit too high for me. I'm not interested in that bet.
Yeah, I think the bet to make was likely prior to game 2. You could have got Carolina at -125.
Yeah,
that was a fair price.
Yeah, which is what I suggested on the best betting show ever. And maybe if you want, Carolina, in 6, but I would stay away from that and just take them tonight. Colorado, man, likes a Canadian team total 2.5. So my guess is he just thinks it's going to land at 2.5. I don't understand what he's saying there. And he likes Carolina he thinks the score is going to be 3.5 to 2.5.
I don't think that.
What are the odds of that happening?
Very odd. Very odd. One of our good followers, and I've met him in Vegas. I think you have as well too. Seth is in the chat. I don't spend a lot of time at all on the weekends on social media, but he did send me a message, and he's like, "Man, I'm on Brian Leonard's 5% play, the Colorado team total under 3.5. I'm not feeling good about this one right now because it was 3-0. Well, kudos to Brian Leonard, because Brian had that planned out perfectly. Let's give up 3 early ones, make you guys feel the sweat, but then make you guys cash the ticket. Well done, Brian Leonard. Well done, my friend.
To say the least.
But that rarely happens.
That is insane, dude. I didn't even, you know what I mean? I was on the over in that game with my clients, so, I wasn't even paying attention to the fact that Colorado didn't score again. That's, wow. Yeah. So there you go. Brian Leonard, shout out on the under. Great call. That's for sure.
So I got to mention this before I do my pod play. I'm going to mention this one. So let me get it up here. Guys, if you guys haven't already done so, if you head over to my page, you can get the World Cup guide. It is done, 20 pages. It is free to download. So head over to wagertalk.com/CB. Put a lot of time and effort into it. Break down every single group, and some of the groups you'll find at the bottom one of the 6 games I think in the group stages for each group that I think could be a best bet play. So those plays will eventually become free plays because I have money on them already. So anyways, take advantage of that. And if you want to get every single play during the World Cup, including props and future bets, and there's some loaded already, you can get that $149 all access package. You'll immediately get the plays that I already have listed. And you'll also get access to a private Discord channel where I'll post live plays and halftime plays throughout the World Cup. When I play them, you will get them. That's part of that $149 package. So, Prez, I'm exhausted, man. I got to tell you, from this, it has been a labor of love for the last 2 weeks, but the European seasons are done. And one last thing, guys, for the 7th year in a row, and it'll be out later today, for the 7th year in a row, I am doing Champions League customer appreciation, where you get my Champions League play on for Saturday's game, plus all the prop plays for $1, less than the price of a coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. So what do you think about that, Prez?
I think it's amazing, Carm. I tuned out. I was reading.
I know you did. That's why I had to. Oh, wait. We have a special guest. Let's add him to the stage. Hold on.
What's up, boys?
Hey, boys. How are things going?
Oh my God. Things are going great.
We just arrived.
The baby blue hat you're wearing?
Just for the flight. I got more to come.
And Carmine, I've got your father's jersey for the game. Had to wear a different jersey for the flight, but your father's jersey's for the game because we're going to Schwartz's, and I don't want to spill any of that nice yellow mustard on it with my smoked meat.
Here, let me ask you guys a quick question before I let you go. Before I let you guys go, let me ask you guys a quick question. Give us a play in tonight's game.
Yeah, right. Sure.
I think Montreal first period. I'll try and keep it a little bit unbiased. I think first period. Game 3 against Tampa Bay at home, they won 3-2. Game 3 against Buffalo at home, they put up 6 goals. They've been bad at home, but game 3s they've actually been pretty good. So I think first period for the Habs. But as far as the shots on goal, Carolina's been shooting the puck a lot. I like over on shots for Seth Jarvis, but that's it for me. Buster?
For me,
the Habs?
I will be betting the over 5.5.
Over 5.5.
There we
want
go.
Some action.
There we go. Guys, do you have dinner plans organized?
We're going to Schwartz's to meet my buddy of mine from Philadelphia.
That's
he's in town for the F1, he was. And then tonight, because we do have fairly decent seats, all the food and not alcoholic beverages, but the other food and the drink is all free. So Andrew, being the big guy he is, he wants to take full advantage.
We'll be there.
Go to a nice restaurant if he wants, but you know,
we're have fun, you guys. Have fun.
All right, boys.
Have fun.
Take it easy.
We'll
see you later.
See you.
Have fun. 72 Kick says follow or fade Prez. I'm 20-6 in the playoffs. You decide. Carm, I gotta get out of here. What else, my brother?
All right. One quick one, and let me just set this
nice.
up.
Buster's lost a lot of weight, it looks like.
Yep. Man is good though. All right. Our pod play. I'm not sure why it says that. That is the old pod play. So I will remove this, and I will let you guys know that today's, I'm not sure how that even came up. Today's pod play is the over 5.5, guys, in tonight's game, -125. Over 5.5 -125 is the pod. Current balance 78.15. We'll look to get it over or close to 8K with a winner here. Prez, what do you got? What do you got to promote over at Wager Talk?
Well, I got a 72-1 Kick says it meant follow or fade Prez, meaning those picks. Look, I told you I like the under in the game, so I ain't gonna follow Buster's over. And as far as Seth Jarvis's shots on goal, I don't handicap that kind of stuff. And Andrew likes Montreal in the first period. I don't. So yeah, there you go. Those are my opinions on all of those plays. I have one NBA play up tonight, one NHL play up tonight, and one baseball play. And Carmine, I am 44-23 in the NBA and NHL playoffs combined.
Wow.
So yeah, dude, I'm really seeing things very well. There's one more day left of this promo that a lot of people have taken advantage of. It's my birthday promo, $57 for 7 days. $57 for 7 days. Head over to Wager Talk and grab that. Thanks for having me, brother. I got to run. I got to tape the best betting show ever. Love doing this with you, Carm.
Quick question. Nobody, they don't need a coupon for that $57.
They do not need a coupon.
All right. Awesome. Get out of here.
Okay, brother.
You're gone. All right, guys. So the pod play one more time, as that graphic was incorrect. I blame myself on that one. The over 5.5 in tonight's game, -125. It's always flat bets of 200, regardless of whether it is a minus or a plus odds play. Guys, wish you guys the best of luck. Tomorrow, Brian Leonard joins me while Andrew is traveling back from Montreal. Will Andrew be in a good mood or a bad mood? You'll know tomorrow morning when we chime in. All right, guys, best of luck, and we'll see you on Tuesday.